What's up, everyone? We're talking about One Man, One Jar. Let's shove a bunch of beer bottles up and have a great time.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Wesbrine Studios talk. I am here with Dan, BatJosh, and two guest stars, Crispy and Xmas.
Crispy.
Hi.
Hold on. Before we
And my sleeping girlfriend, we can talk about that.
turn the game volume down so we don't have, like, in the middle of a conversation, just some dude getting lit up by an AR.
Having a serious conversation, and all of a sudden,
Oh, my game
wrong screen. Whoopsies.
is pretty quiet. If you can hear me playing
It's
Injustice, then
It's still coming. It's still coming over the mic, though, my man.
So,
oh, okay, I got you.
we're,
Yeah, your microphone's really good, mate. Like the one we have,
Shit.
it picks up everything. It's like super
Okay.
sensitive. So,
Alright, let me turn on my TV then. Actually, fuck it, I don't need volume. Alright.
So I've like fuck tons of suppression on my Discord, but on VR chat, there's like nothing, so you can hear every single movement.
we are very professional.
Yes.
Okay, so
Right.
we are
I'll
doing
believe
a
that.
podcast on
Are we?
Lootboxes.
Crack boxes.
Crack houses, let's go.
So Dan knows most about this topic, as I think Crispy.
I think me and Crispy have it.
So, before you guys go on your rant about it, you probably should explain the concept for those who might not know what Lootboxes is.
Would you like?
And if you don't know what one is, what fucking rock have you been living under?
Basically, loot boxes are gifts for the ones who don't want to grind their life away in a video game. And it's like a participation ribbon for being on the same team as someone who works hard. That's the way I look at it, at least.
The way that I'd put it is, companies, instead of making solid DLC now and giving you a full game for $60, they will give you a game for like 40, which you're like, all right, cool, you know, it's a discounted game. But to make up for the price of dropping the game price down, they've decided to make these little like you may potentially get one of the best skins in the game that on Steam might sell for like $100, and on Xbox doesn't sell for anything because we don't have a trade store. But
You can sell accounts though.
right, but you pay like what? God, some of the loot boxes I've seen were like it's $5 and you get like 6 of them, and you crack them open, and most of the time you get stuff that like is a variant of a basic skin or like a spray paint that you'll never use. Like it's what it is it's a cash grab with the promise of getting something that looks really cool so you can show off. Or if, you know, you're a specific game company that makes a very famous shooter, tuck weapons behind it. So, yeah. Loot boxes are just a easy way for corporates to remove game content from the game and then sell it to you for a higher price. Which could take a game that would have been $60 and turn it into like a $400 game if everyone wanted everything. Like if each person wanted everything in the game, it would be $400 per player. Would anyone else like to input on
It's
this?
gambling.
Yeah.
Kinda.
Pretty much.
Legalized gambling.
I have a gambling addiction.
Crispy, why have we not done the blackjack in GTA yet?
Oh, that's... Where do you think I've been most of the time?
Good point.
I go to the casino. I put a couple times. I play the slots. Oh shit! Hold on. Play the slots a bit, and then I go over to the ponies. And if I lose at the ponies, I just say fuck it. I'm done.
I don't mess with that pony game, man.
You can't lose. If you keep putting everything on the top one, chances
I
even
do put
if it's
everything on the top one. I bet all my damn chips, and I still lose.
Aw, poor Crispy. But even if you put like a small amount on there, you'll always, even if it's a small increase, you'll still, if you repeatedly do it, you'll get loads of money. I sat there for a day and got 300 grand.
Show off.
That's been like my backup money ever since we started doing this shenanigans. Actually, so whenever I'm like, oh shit, I have no money, pop into the casino. Haha, 20 grand.
Is the Grand Theft Autos crossplay?
Nope, I fucking wish.
Sadly not. I would love to play some GTA with you, Dan. That'd be fun.
I was gonna say that would be a perfect fucking series and just
Oh my god.
bullcrap in GTA.
I mean, that's what shenanigans is. I'm still working on that video. I'm getting the clips back. I have a fuck ton more from last stream because I didn't make them properly. I just did the quick button.
Right.
So they exist, but they don't exist. It's
Fail.
awkward. I'm gonna have to download a fuck ton of things. But it's fine. It's fine. My poor PC. Oh. I moved all the videos to my other drive, and I cleared out like 20 gigabytes of space on my C drive. I'm like, what the fuck?
I know, my C drive, I'm sitting at like 150 gigs still open, and then fucking I have the D drive, and it's like, you have like 1.4 terabytes still. And I'm like, oh, okay.
No,
Yes.
no,
Want to tell your thoughts on
no. Damn it.
loot boxes?
Well, how about we let our two new members weigh in first?
I did.
Well, I
Well,
mean, like,
Crispy did,
what's your thoughts? Like, are you for them? Are you against them?
Oh, I'm all for him. Definitely.
What about
Like,
excess?
Yo, what's up?
Has not been paying attention. He's told
I
a
mean,
Hidoggi.
y'all were talking about opinions on loot boxes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
yes, sir.
Yes.
Cash grab, 100%. I don't really support it at all. And that's all.
That's it. That's it. That's all I want to say.
That's all.
You have any rant on it? You want to go in it or?
Thanks for listening to my TED talk.
So,
Son of a...
I personally on loot boxes, I'm 50-50, because there's a way to do them that's okay, but the way that most people do them is bullshit. Personally, I like how Overwatch and Rocket League does it. Well, Rocket League to a point. You can earn them just by playing. You get one, like, with Rocket League, I think you get like one item if you win, and then like an item every time you level up, or a crate when you level up. But the problem is then they make you pay to open it, which I think is bullshit. If you're gonna go like a free unlock type situation, keep the consistency and make it fully free. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like, don't stop with it being like, oh yeah, I unlocked a free box, and then you go try to open it. It's like, it's $1.99 to open this box. Like, that's
how
not
you
cool.
lose my patronage.
And so, like, there's good ways to do loot boxes. Like, Overwatch does it great. You can buy them. What is it? You can buy them if you want them, but you can also get one per level. And leveling up in Overwatch is like, what, like 5 matches? So you get,
5 or 6.
yeah, it doesn't take long to get another level. And that's the thing that I kind of hate about modern loot boxes is they just fucking sit there and they're like, oh yeah, you can drop, you know, what is it? One of my friends fucking paid like, God, it would have been Modern Warfare 2, no, not Modern Warfare 2, World War 2 from COD. They had a bundle that was like a shit ton of boxes for like $100, and he bought it. Of course, it was fun watching him open it. He sat there for like an entire hour opening loot crates, but he dropped $100 and maybe got like 2 rare skins, and then the rest of it was like wall sprays and gun skins that were just like common ones that you could unlock a variant of if you just played the game. And it's like, that wasn't really worth it.
Mm.
So, you can do loot boxes, but just make them, like, obtainable via, like, earning an in-game currency that you can earn by playing matches or whatever, and then spend it on them. Kind of like how, some sports games do it. I know some sports games fucking will drain you, like FIFA. Oh, shit.
Oh
I play
Jesus!
sports games. They rage me. Those are my ragers.
If you want to talk about loot boxes, go look at fucking Ultimate Team. But due to the fact that I am the definition of like fucking disgrace of an American. Like I eat fast food, I drink beer, and I watch WWE. And I do play the WWE games. Not the
Yeah, we
newest
can
one.
put a
'cause that
flag
was
on your
like-
wall as well.
No, but
Fuck.
but
It's on the roof of my car.
the
Really?
way that you can unlock coins is by just playing matches and shit. And you can cash those coins in for packs, which I was like, okay, cool. That's fair. Because you play the game and then you can use the stuff that you earned in game to unlock stuff, which I'm like, that's how games are meant to be played. Is you play the game to unlock the things in the game. Not, here, let me open up my wallet and buy everything.
Oh, come on, you're not taking it.
So that's my view. Is if you're gonna do loot boxes, make it accessible for people who play your game, not the people that are coming in with like an extra $400 and is like, you know what, I'm just gonna come into the game strong as shit because I'm just gonna buy my way to victory. Looking at your fucking Fortnite where you can just buy battle tiers.
Yeah, fuck Fortnite. The game's for babies.
Anyone that does a battle pass should die. As a company,
Depending on
not
the
as a
game,
person.
yes.
Oh, well, the thing with Fortnite though is you can still get the battle passes by just playing the game though.
Yeah, but you're limited to like what, 10% of the actual pass? You don't unlock everything. You'll unlock like parts and pieces.
Really?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that works just like COD's battle pass. COD, you get what, like I think you get 25 out of the 100 items that are in the pass. So if you play for free, you can earn stuff from the battle pass, but it's really lame shit that no one wants.
Oh no, I mean with Fortnite, there's the Save the World thing where you can get the points to.
Oh well, yeah, Save the World is a completely different game mode though, and I
Yeah, I know,
honestly
but it
enjoy Save the World.
mixes with the other version, with the other one, with the Battle Royale.
Well, yeah, you can earn like what is it, the tokens or whatever to buy the
Mhm.
fucking pinatas. But
And
like,
everything in the game is bought with the tokens, though, including the Battle Pass.
right,
So,
and that's the thing is like,
I don't play Fortnite.
yeah, me neither.
but for the people who don't want to pay for the battle pass,
Exactly.
you get pretty much shit on because you're not spending money. It's like, oh, here's a couple wall sprays. Like, no one uses fucking wall sprays. Unless you're like a pro at the game and you're just fucking around, like, wall sprays are useless. They're literally just like little posters where it's like, hey, look at me, I'm cool.
Hey, look, I've been here.
Yeah, and it's like, well, what's the point of that? Like, the wall sprays are kind of trash. I mean, in Gary's mod, they either almost get us banned on a YouTube video because someone dropped one that wasn't exactly a
Friendly.
yeah. But in like, for example, I play like Modern Warfare. Like, wall sprays aren't used at all. I don't even think the taunts are used at all.
I use the sprays on my friends or on my teammates.
Well, yeah,
You
if you just
spray on your
Oh.
friends.
if you're sitting there like
Shut
in
up,
the
Josh.
beginning when you
I knew you
start,
could take
yeah.
that out of the context.
But other than that, like some of the stuff you unlock in that game is absolutely pointless, and it's like why install it? Why put it into a random drop? Like it's just it's Loot boxes need to either be you can earn them by playing, or they're not in the game at all. You don't need to pay for stuff that's in the game
Yes.
because it's already coded into the game. They just want you to pay for it.
Hmm. Oh, look, we can make money off these idiots by taking
I
this
want,
and
I, I
putting it over
want,
here.
I want a company that has the balls to drop a full game that's $60 and then 2 solid DLCs for like 15. I would be happy to see that. Exactly, yeah. There's no, like, people want a game that they can value, but with loot boxes, it strips all the value out of the game and turns into a monetization practice, and it's gross. As a person who lives with entrepreneurs and stuff, it is a gross business practice, and I hate it.
Oh, I can throw batteries.
What game are you playing?
Batteries. I'm getting my ass kicked by Yellow Lantern in Injustice.
Oh, Injustice, yeah.
But yeah, so that's my view on loot boxes. They're a gross business practice unless you make it. If you play, you earn them.
Like in fucking over here looking at my games, trying to think of another one that play to earn your loot boxes.
GTA.
That too.
Just
That's
you got any
just like
experiences you want to talk about it?
I have a bad experience a long time ago with a game. It was so cool. I think it was Dragon Veil, right?
Oh,
Everything you could pay. You could do everything legit, or if your dad accidentally gives you his bank details, and your irresponsible 10-year-old with your 8-year-old brother accidentally spend £200 on a game. Yeah, whoops.
yeah, accidentally my ass. That shit
Okay,
on purpose.
it was done deliberately, but we didn't know that he logged into it permanently.
Excess, you need to go do
No,
something.
would
That's
you-
completely fine, by the
And
way.
it became efficient. Yeah.
yeah, no, loot boxes. Um, trying to think of something else to talk about because we kind of burned through that topic pretty quick.
You mentioned you want to talk about something else earlier before we started talking about it. I can't remember what it was.
Well, you brought up the what is it? We were talking about Twitch because I was.
I think it was because Twitch has the actual like legal stuff, and then YouTube just does content ID.
Oh, right. So, okay. This is kind of a mild shout out to corporations. Well, not to corporations. It's just in general. Like, so being a gamer, being like part of a gaming channel, and possibly making a gaming Twitch, like, games are gonna have copyrighted music in it because that's like part of the game. It's part of the soundtrack. GTA uses it for the radios to create that kind of like
How
realistic.
do they legally get the music in there?
They buy the rights.
So, technically, the rights should also be shared with the content creator.
Technically, yes, because the game bought the rights to the songs, or they bought rights to use from a catalog from another company. That's how you get, like, for example, like GTA has a lot of songs that are popular with people on the radio channels.
You are
Because
my fire.
they paid the rights to it, which means if you buy the game, you bought a licensed game that has the rights to the songs, therefore you have the rights to those songs as well. As long as they're in the context of playing the game. Which makes me mad when I see everyone freaking out about DMCA strikes and copyright IDs. I mean, copyright IDs I understand because they have the legal rights to it. They're like, this is our song, which I get. As long as, you know, either you just want us to, like, say, like, that's the rights to your song, like, that's cool. It's when legal actions to shut down your shit start popping up, that pisses me off, because the company bought the rights to the song to then sell the songs to people for their own use. And it's licensed under that whole agreement. Therefore, when you go and play the game, and for example, if you are a content creator, as long as the song is being used in the context of that game, you have the rights to use that. Because you agreed when buying the game that the license that they paid for is agreeable. Like, that's the whole thing. Is you've bought the right to listen to those songs via the corporation that is using it. Therefore, when I see these DMCA strikes and all this other bullshit, it pisses me off because it's like, you should be completely fine based on the whole idea of you bought a game that has the songs and have agreed to the terms of service that you can use them, and then the corporation turns around and is like, oh, nope, it's a cash grab because it got too popular.
When it comes to Twitch, I think some of the other DMCA strikes come from, holy crap, from the fact that they have song requests.
Right, and that I mean, I understand. Like, if it's a song request and you get DMCA'd, you don't really have the rights to the song in that situation. But if you're a gamer, or you're playing a video game and it's got the song in the game, you literally have the rights to that song because you paid the $60 for the contract.
Also,
that's tucked into the game. So that's one of the things that pisses me off about DMCA's. It's corporations being like, here, pay $60 for the rights to these songs, but guess what? We're gonna flip around and slap you with a fucking cease and desist because guess what? You used our song that you paid $60 for the rights for.
I think there are other issues with corporations being protective of their games. For example, Nintendo.
Well, yeah, but Nintendo only shoots down. Nintendo shoots down fan games.
I meant, like, if you record or stream Nintendo game, there's a chance they might strike your video or claim it and all that, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true, because they're not a third party. That's coming straight from the company, which their situation is a little different. Because Xbox and PlayStation and even PC, they're all third-party dealers. You buy a game from Activision through Xbox. Where Nintendo, you are buying a Nintendo product. So therefore, I feel like that's slightly different in the rulebook.
And since there's also the issue of DMCA strikes, Twitch is starting to take action against clips that have copyrighted music, and I think they're going to use a bot for that, like YouTube. And you know how that's going to end?
It's going to be terrible. So, what Twitch needs to do is first wipe their entire moderation stuff because they're biased as shit.
Basically, Twitch is corrupt. YouTube is just super strict.
Yeah, you have your choice of, do you not want monetization ever, or do you want the chance of your career just getting kicked out from under you because don't have booby, so you can't show booby. That's the best way to describe your situation. No money from videos, or if you are not a female, you might get banned. And that's the thing that sucks, is me being a slightly overweight, large, white man. I'm an easy demographic to get shut the fuck down whenever anyone feels like it, because people don't like large white men in this current day of age. And it sucks. Well, yeah, but that's Josh. He's not Twitch. Twitch is a corporation that I would like to
If you had Josh on Twitch...
Bro, if Josh was a moderator on Twitch, he would fight tooth and nail to keep like all of our streams fucking up. Be like, he literally shot someone on stream, like in real life, not in game. Yeah, but it was funny though.
Yeah.
Like, but yeah, no, what Twitch needs to do is not what they did with this fucking safety community, because one other people, it's ironic, the only one that everyone hates is the one that came from Twitch itself, not like a corporate Twitch, like an actual person that streams, because the second she became it, she started threatening people because she had quote-unquote power, even though she's a fucking advisor. She has no power. They ask her a question, she replies, and they consider what she said. She can't ban anyone. Yet she threatens people. She's like, people should be afraid. And there's a couple of people that need to be afraid of me. And I was like, no. You literally... All they do is like, here's a situation. Let's put it in front of the board. And
Pretty
everyone
much
hits in there.
if you gave dramatic artists power.
It's equivalent to that. It's what it is they think they have power, but what it is Twitch asks them a question about the community, they all answer, and then Twitch acts upon the mass majority like overall thing. So that would be like if all 5 of us or 6 of us in this call all wanted food, and we all pitched in different types of food, and then we picked one that had the most choices out of it. So, for example, if like one of us liked chicken, one of us liked pizza, one of us wanted a salad, we'd pick like a pizza place that does wings. That's how Twitch is trying to do it. Is all of them pitch in problems that are on Twitch, and then they pick the answer that would match all of the problems. Where she thinks she's an actual Twitch admin, which is not true. They wouldn't give a person streaming Twitch admin controls because that's easy. You could pretty much kill your competition then.
I've noticed that most of the big creators on YouTube ended up just streaming on YouTube.
They have, yeah. I've considered maybe streaming on YouTube, but then I'm like, I don't know, because I'm pretty sure it'd piss off Wajiki. Whatever her fucking last name is, Susan.
Well, pissing off her is different than pissing off Twitch. Twitch, you get legal issues. YouTube, they might slap you in the hand. Or slap you on the wrist or whatever they say. Bad.
Right, but I don't know, I feel like...
It just depends on what you do on the platform, and usually what you say is not that bad. There's only been a few occasions where you said questionable things, and I've went through the videos, and I think I missed editing it, and it still managed to, go through and not get demonetized.
Well,
the only person who did get demonetized majorly in the channel is Ethan.
Oh, yeah, because...
Your videos were fine. I think there's only one I think that had an issue.
I think it was the BioShock one, because I ran past the... There's a song that got turned into a quartet piece, or I can't even pronounce it. A singing group, but like a barbershop singer group. And fucking...
quartet.
Yeah, and I walked past it, and I caught like 5 seconds of the audio from it, because I walked as far outside of the circle that triggers the audio for it, because I knew people were getting slapped for it. And me barely stepping in the range of being able to hear it in game and then walking out, still got us tagged for it.
What?
Because in the game, there's like it's invisible because you don't see it in game. But there's an area that you can walk in where the audio cues up where you can hear it. And then if you step outside of that ring, you can't hear it. And so what happened was when I walked past it, I hugged the wall that was farthest away from the audio. But there's a section where you have to step through it. And just walking through that, the YouTube video got hit with the fucking content ID.
I managed to get through most of the content. Are you talking about on Super Hot?
No, I'm talking about on BioShock Infinite.
I don't think you have uploaded BioShock.
I feel like I did. I remember playing it on the channel. It would have been way back before Dramatic Interest.
That was on your other channel then. Dan Tabulous.
No, I did On that one, I did Dead Rising, or not Dead Rising. I did Dead Space.
Yeah, I searched up Bioshock on Wesbrine Studios, and there's not a single result. Yeah, I know you did Outlast.
Maybe Outlast got hit because I know that there's a section where an old record plays.
Monetization.
It wouldn't have been a super hot one because the super hot ones don't have.
I clicked on not monetized, and I choose to have a lot of videos not monetized, not because I focus on that. It's just because I just don't care to monetize. Which, if you don't get monetized, you can't get demonetized.
Yeah.
There's
no
only
money to
3. There's the fuck it counter, which the reason is literally because it's called the fuck it counter.
Yeah, but I mean that was funny though.
Everything else was actually there's just one Ethan video, which is the rage warning running through Left 4 Dead, and then there's just a draw kill attack. Maybe it isn't copyrighted.
So my fuck it counter got hit with it because I wrote the words fuck it.
Okay, there's a super hot. Then there's a video from Ethan. That's Geometry Dash, but I mean that's obvious. Geometry Dash is full of freaking.
Oh yeah, that would be like getting fucking what is it copyrighted for playing like
Beat
Guitar
Saber.
Hero. Yes.
And then there's a day in the life of me, which that was my fault. I kept the audio in. But the only video from you is super hot, the finale.
Oh yeah, because the finale has there's an actual copyrighted song in it.
Yeah, none of that stuff is, in my opinion, a big deal because it's just content ID. And
Yeah, being content ID'd is fine, because that just means someone's like, hey, that is our music, and I'm like, okay, cool.
we have never hit a community guideline strike or copyright strike, and I think somebody fell asleep.
If y'all are ready for us to get a fucking copyright or a content ID strike, I will provide. Bruh! Not again!
In the First Josh, now
I'm here. I'm
Oh, I
listening.
thought you were sleeping.
No.
Someone was snoring, man.
That was Crispy's breathing is normal.
Oh, I thought someone fucking, KO'd, because
You're not in the name
that
of
is-
Darth Crispy the Wise.
I was gonna be like, bro, that is 2 for 2.
Nope.
I'll
Josh
get
passes out, and then fucking Crispy passes out. Watch, now I'm gonna be the next one to fall asleep.
Watch, like, the whole, crew in here just fall asleep.
That's right. You guys thought you were watching a recorded podcast. Incorrect. It is
It's sleep ASMR.
it's the sleep stream y'all wanted.
Sleepcast.
In this sleepcast, Dan Furtzes.
Crispy stops breathing for 5 minutes.
And Wes accidentally chokes on a sleep loogie.
What the fuck's a sleep loogie?
It's where you get
Oh, they're the
all-
worst.
It's like when you this is disgusting. So everyone that wants to be disgusting,
Yeah, I don't know if I
Wes,
want to say.
put a skip here. Put a time skip right here, right in the video. Just this is the time you want to skip to. Sleep loogies are, if you have phlegm like I do, and you sleep on your back vertically, so if you don't have your head propped up, spit will form in your throat and create pretty much a dam in your throat, to the point where you'll stop breathing and choke, and then you'll wake up coughing.
I have
It is
never once
disgusting and it hurts, because you just wake up and you just start coughing.
Well,
Yeah, it's not fun.
I like how we went from copyright to frickin' sleep.
Yeah, Lootboxes to DCMA to copyright to sleep loogies.
DCMA is copyright.
Just sleep loogies. It's such a dumb term for it, but it's the only way to describe it. Just a lot of spit that gets stuck.
You could announce your Twitch and then get all banned.
So guys, if you want to watch a fat man play video games without a webcam because I can't afford one and I'm unemployed right now, come watch my Twitch.
420.
Unless you decide to switch to YouTube.
Come watch my Twitch. It's www. You thought I was gonna say it because YouTube actually bans people for that shit, but fuck you, Susan Wojcicki, I got you. You got pranked.
Well, Dan, that was probably not a good idea. You just said F you and then the CEO, and last time someone did that, it did not end well.
Got pranked.
This channel's been taken down.
If we don't have a YouTube channel by tomorrow, you know what happens.
Ah! Don't attack me. Don't attack me, kitty cat. I'm hitting
And
you.
that's what Dan's saying. This.
Dan gets removed.
they don't remove all of us. They just remove you specifically.
Yeah,
Like
they
Wes
just
comes
audio
over because
completely.
he's like, no. Wes comes over to my house and knocks on my door like, yo, we're gonna record. Are you there? And it's just a thing that's posted on my door that's like an email from YouTube that just says, we've removed this person.
You removed from my.
He's the YTCC.
I'm just stuck at like a YouTube creator space, like, you know, like in a cell with a vidcam because they want to make content still.
They treat
I'm
you
just
like
sitting there. I'm sitting there like
DSCP 103.
I'm just sitting there like day 103. I got a silver play button because I accidentally farted in my bed and they recorded it and it became the internet meme.
You're just being humiliated on live.
I can't change in public anymore because when they do, they open up the glass window and they can see me. Day 234, Jacksepticeye just slammed through one of the windows in a van and he's trying to get everyone to escape. I can't because this van crushed my leg.
Jesus.
Day 432. I am apparently the top vlogger on YouTube and I've earned my freedom.
And now you're in the middle of the Pacific Ocean.
Day 503. They wanted to assign me to work with Jake Paul. This is my final video. I'm hanging myself.
I'll be right back.
He's gonna film it and make a reaction. I'm probably gonna be dabbing.
Dabbing it. Jesus. This podcast will get demonetized and possibly
for sure.
community strike.
But Wojcicki herself is gonna send like the YouTube SWAT team. They're just dudes with gas masks that have the demonetization symbol over the ends. And I'm gonna get shot with like a beanbag shotgun. They're gonna be like, you can't make content ever again. If you do, we will find you. I'm like, bruh.
Increase depression.
Yeah, if I can throw up that beam. Throw up that beam when I say bruh. Increase depression.
That'll be a face reveal though. You sure you want that?
Bruh, I think I already did a face reveal on the channel already.
No, I don't think so. I mean, there was a hand reveal. I know that.
Oh, yes,
Because of the
people want to see my
why we don't
hands.
let Dan make videos and it's to see you showing the 69.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
Why we don't let Dan make podcasts.
I made a bit because we were looking for stuff and I was trying out skits and I had the skit called Why We Don't Let Dan, and I like run up and sit down in front of my computer and it was like, I think we had like 10,069, and I pointed out the screen of the 69. I was like, hey.
I think it may have gotten removed by YouTube. I can only find one of the Why We Don't Let Dan. They actually removed it, I think.
Because I pointed at the number 69. I just screamed the number on it.
Oh, there it is. Never mind.
Okay. I was about to get real fucking frustrated. I was like, dude, I pointed at a fucking number. How does one get... How? It's a number.
It doesn't look like we're allowed to monetize it, though.
Well, yeah, because it's the 6 number.
It's the sex. I like how the monetization audit says no warnings. This freaking TubeBuddy has like a scan thing for the video. It just says, oh yeah, it's completely fine.
Dan liked us. Dan can crack jokes about all sorts of horrible, horrible things. But guess what? You're still making money.
Likes versus dislikes. It has 100% likes, no dislikes.
Wait, which one?
The why we don't let Dan make videos. Or why Dan doesn't make videos.
Because I think the only people that liked it are in our community. On Discord.
It said it was back in 2017 though, wasn't it?
I think so.
Yeah, this is way before all these people we have right now.
I know, but I'm saying our old group.
Oh no. Dramatic artist. It's just the
Why
one
do I
like
have
him.
a sewing machine? I don't sew. I'm playing Animal Crossing. Oh, there's the video.
Dan's slow realization. Unfortunately, doing something like that is impossible now because they don't show exact sub counts.
I love how I zoomed. Well, I'm gonna do it when we get 69,000.
69.
Come on, it's the 6 number 1,000.
Why Dan doesn't
It's
make
not
videos
funny.
part 2. 69,000 subscriber special.
Hit 69 million. I just fucking walk out in front of the crowd and then point out our fucking number and like.
Just the fucking loyal Dan fans.
I forgot that I can hear your voice box sometimes. Fucking, I just heard myself giggle and sound like a little leprechaun. There's some little kid laughing about me saying the 6 number.
Like, everyone's all serious. You just hear a little kid just giggle with you.
God, fuck it. I wish I could learn how to do like there's a way to do it with one of the voice mods I have on my PC to make it sound like I'm super far away and then also the tiny voice. Just so that I could just make it sound like a little kid just screaming in the background. Just screaming about random crap. Just be like, I got chocolate chip sprinkles, shit!
30-minute video of why we don't let Dan use voice mods.
He calls up McDonald's. I fucking have an echo effect. Help!
By the way, you saw my whole idea about Dan did an oopsie, right? The whole series.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I'd have to figure out how to work it into stuff, but it would be funny.
Well, for example, the Grade A one. Grade A literally makes his characters in MS Paint, like Microsoft Paint, the default program.
Just draws really crap at this.
Yeah, that's the whole point of it. It's supposed to be crappy or ridiculous parodies.
I don't know how to draw.
And like you would go on a rant similar to Grade A, but it's not exactly a serious rant, and you just go off a random topic or something.
It's a rant about like how Hot Pockets don't warm up properly.
You draw like a crappy Hot Pocket.
Be like, the center of it never warms up as good as the outside, so I burn my mouth and then I fucking freeze my tongue off. I should be able to eat a Hot Pocket, burn myself, and get hard nipples at the same time.
At least you got nipples, man. I burned mine off when I was like 8.
Yeah, I can draw a Grade A head. And then here's the little one, Grade A. Little Grade A.
Hold on, look at this. Hold on, go back. It looks like a disconfirmed goldfish with a string coming out of its ass.
Drawing grade. I can't draw, like, I use my mouse with my right hand, but I write with my left hand, so I can't do
Grade A under, hey? Fucking hell. Oh man, if he ever sees this, I am so sorry that we kind of sort of dissed your art style.
I have no idea what's going on.
Fucking, we were talking about how to draw like grade A under his character, and Wes went to go try to draw it and look at video share. It's a deformed balloon and a garden path. Bruh. I can't right now, I can't. This video went from it being like a serious topic about how companies scam you out of money to fucking this. Gritty hitter. Dude. Hold on. Grade A, Danny, dude. What? Grade A, Danny, Dahook! Because it says D-A-H-A-Q or Danny, Dahuffer! Grade A under it. Dude, you know what? Can we do a Scriblio video?
Draw my life, but it's fucking us being shitty.
No. We do Scriblio. It's that one game. It's like Pictionary online, where someone has to draw and everyone
else in the call. There we go.
I would love to do that. Should we, after this podcast, do a Scriblio video? Because I would so be down for doing that. Especially with Wes drawing this. Hell yeah. Alright, I think we can end the episode here.
Right?
Just on that screen. Just freaking creating it.
Thank you guys for watching. This came from serious.
This was 100 to 0.
So, hope you enjoyed the loot boxes. Dan's copyright rant.
Don't enjoy the boxes.
Enjoy the. I'll like put, instead of a normal outro, I'll just put this fucking thing at the end.
It's fine. It works.
Just add the words.
This is the loot box that everyone gets for watching the video.
For watching. Run. Box.
You know, this reminds me of like it's like, today I'll be teaching you how to hack, and it's the basic video where it's like,
thank you guys.
With the webcam or whatever it is.
Thank you guys for watching.